We were just working to pay more bills.
Taxes.
I was getting burnt out.
Do you ever feel like you're working harder every year, but never truly living life to the fullest?
Why work for 40 years and then retire when you're old and decrepit? I am very voluntarily retired.
We just stumbled on a video. Financial independent, retired early.
What if one random video completely changed the direction of your life?
Everything I own fits in 2 suitcases. I went from 30 pair of jeans to 1, and I don't need all the useless knickknacks.
Could you really give up everything you own to finally feel free? Meet Christan and Levi, a couple from the US who decided they wouldn't wait until they're 65 to start living. We talk about how they retired in their early 40s, sold everything they owned, adjusted to life out of 2 suitcases, and the challenges of staying financially free while slow traveling the world. Stick around until the end for Levi's critical warning about what could derail your dream of early retirement, and their practical tips to avoid ending up in the States without anything.
That will kill your budget, and that will send you right back to the States without a house, without a car.
I'm Eric, telling retiree stories in Latin America. Let's go. Welcome back. We have some new friends to meet. Let's get to know them. What are your names?
I'm Christan.
This is Levi.
Okay, and where are you from, guys?
I'm from Western Kentucky, specifically the Mayfield area.
And pretty much the same, West Tennessee, right next to the West Kentucky border.
Fantastic. And where are we now?
Lima, Peru.
Specifically?
Miraflores.
Yeah. We have a fantastic day of weather.
It is. It's unusual.
Unexpected, clear day in 14 days of clouds and rain. This chat was meant to be, so I'm very happy to have you here. Tell me, guys, how old are you?
I'm 45.
I am 42 and a half.
Are you guys retired?
Yes. I'm unintentionally retired.
I am very voluntarily retired.
So let's talk a bit about your work background, because being in the military, that's a pretty common thing for me to see. At least I've seen quite a few, actually specifically here in Lima, lots of retired military veterans. So tell us about your service to the country in the US.
I did 6 years active in the US Navy. I was on the aviation side working with helicopters. Did that for 6 years. And then I left active duty and pursued other careers after that.
I was, it's called Satellite Wideband Telemetry Systems. I did satellite comm is what it is. Did that for 6 years. So we didn't actually retire from the military. We both did our 6/8 years of active duty, and then we became different after that, but that's our actual military.
And before the military experience, what were you guys doing?
I was just a high school kid. I've turned 18 in February. I left in June.
Yeah, I was doing about the same, just high school. I lucked out and I was able to go to basic training the day after I graduated high school.
So what inspired you guys to leave the traditional type of retirement and traditional life in the US and to pursue this type of slow travel life?
We just stumbled on a video. I was doing some research for our travel to Buenos Aires, and I like to go on YouTube and look up, people that have been there previously, things to do, tips, tricks that can help me plan my trip. So we had stumbled upon Nomadic Fire?
See.
And it means financially independent, retired early. He had been in Buenos Aires and was telling us the budget to live there for a month. And we kind of looked at each other like, we could do that. And we thought about it a little more and we're like, let's do that.
I got tired of working just to have some other company make money. I was getting burnt out.
Taxes,
everything we were doing, we were just working to pay more bills. And once we became where we had no bills and just had a lot of extra money, then we saw the YouTube and realized that we could do it. But being burnt out and retiring early, why work for 40 years and then retire when you're old and decrepit? We worked, we got money because we're responsible. Now we're gonna live for 40 years versus having to work those years to get where we already are right now.
And at your age, this is not the typical time to be retired. So tell us, is there a strategy that you followed to get to this point?
I'd say we had a strategy. We started just paying off bills and then realizing what we could do and how we could travel. So we started setting money back and we travel very strategically. And that started our planning. So yeah, we have a rough estimate of a plan.
But prior to that, like we had investments and things, and we decided to sell all of our assets, cash out some things. We also have monthly income from being in the military.
When did you guys retire?
My retirement started in the mid of November of 2024.
The last day I've worked was Christmas Day,
2024 also, right?
2024.
So you're basically recent retirees, you're really living the life. How has your lifestyle changed now that you have transitioned into this slow travel lifestyle?
Everything I own fits in 2 suitcases. I went from 30 pair of jeans to 1, 10 pair of the same brand of tennis shoes to 1. So I don't think it has affected him as much as it has me, as far as like the material part of it is a big change.
Oh, it has affected me. We both live out of suitcases. We have 2 70-pound bags, so we have 140 pounds of crap for both of us. And just leaving behind, when we were getting rid of our houses, the knickknacks and all the extra stuff that we didn't need, it's very freeing to not have to worry about all the just junk you accumulate. And it's much more stress-free.
So would I be in any way correct if I say some of the biggest struggles you've had so far is having the minimalist lifestyle?
Yes. It was very difficult, but I will never have a house full of knickknacks and useless things ever again. That has definitely changed in me. I know now that I don't need 2,500 square feet, or I don't. And I don't need all the useless knickknacks I don't use, I don't need. That has been a big thing.
If you're enjoying this interview and you're interested in seeing more content like this, you can check out my playlist called the Expat Interview Playlist, where I have been interviewing people from Guatemala all the way down through Central America and now here in South America. You made the decision to cash out all of your assets, move abroad and leave the US. How did you come to that choice, and do you have any regrets about any of the things that you did?
No, I can't say I regret that at all. Sometimes I think maybe we should have stayed a couple more years and had more, but would we have really ever left? It was kind of, if we do it, it's done, and we can do this. And there is no more, well, let's just 2 more years, or I'm afraid that we would get stuck in we're not going to do it and not take the leap.
Really, the only things that we sold were her car, my truck. We had some motorcycles, a house. Those things weren't hard. They were just things, really nice things. But the stuff in our house, we got one of those big dumpsters, and we were both ready to just dump that shit, take the house upside down, put it in, shake it out, put it in the dumpster, and be done with it. It was probably one of the best parts of getting ready to leave.
You realized maybe that wasn't the best way for you guys to live after that moment?
Yeah, we broke free of that, and I'm very glad we did. I will never go back to it.
So what do you guys do to stay busy and have fun while slow traveling?
So we still carry the stuff that we want to do to have fun. We carry about 20 pounds of Legos with us in our bags.
We're kind of just big kids.
We've been hassled for it, customs, big time, hardcore. We just got Lego tattoos last month. Yeah, but we still carry all that stuff. I carry a projector with us, so if we don't have a TV, I have a portable projector.
So how do you choose your destinations? Is it always based upon budget? You mentioned you like chasing the sun and the good weather. Is that a big part of how you choose where you're going?
Except for this time.
That is 100% how we choose. We want to chase, and we want to be on a beach everywhere we go, and always maintain a constant, temperate, nice temperature. We kind of screwed up the first time by going to the Yucatan Peninsula in summer.
It was so hot.
So hot. And this was a drastic change here, but we had to get away from Mexico because the sun was beating us down. But
this is probably a big relief for you when you came here from there, right?
Yes.
And seeing the sun today is extremely nice. We haven't saw it much. But chasing the weather, chasing the beach, that's how we plan to slow travel.
Yeah.
Tell us about your healthcare visit here, because you just saw a doctor here in Lima, right?
Right. Usually we both see VA doctors in the U.S. I got sick right when we got here. Trying to find a doctor, or just the medical part, is kind of overwhelming.
It is.
But there's a place called airdoctor.com, and we found it, and luckily, because we were starting to run out of medicines. So she set up an appointment. The doctor came to our condo, went over, did his thing, did his doctor thing, and got it all fixed up.
Let's talk about the cost of the doctor visit and the international travel insurance that you have.
The international travel insurance, it actually comes with a membership I have through, it's called,
It's a veterans.
it's Veterans Advantage.
Yes.
It includes like $50,000 for emergency stuff and something else. For the doctor too, I think that's $100 a year, but that's all inclusive. Just it just happens to include that benefit with it. $170, extremely, I feel like very reasonable.
Efficient too.
Yeah.
He was early, listened to everything, everything was making sure that you could get the medications, and wrote out the Spanish version and gave me the scripts for them to make it easy for me to get.
But not everyone has access to veteran benefits like Levi and Christan. So for those looking for global healthcare coverage, here's a great option from today's sponsor. If you're planning to slow travel, split your time between multiple countries, or explore your future retirement location, healthcare can be a big worry. Most traditional health insurance only works in your home country, leaving people like us, slow travelers, future retirees, or multi-country residents with coverage gaps. You need a plan that moves with you. Safety Wing's Nomad Insurance Complete Plan is built for this lifestyle. It offers comprehensive medical coverage, not only for emergencies, but for regular checkups, mental health, maternity, wellness therapies, and optional dental, all in over 175 countries. Whether you're exploring Latin America, Southeast Asia, or bouncing between countries for tax, adventure, or work, you're covered wherever you go. Check out the link in the description below, or scan this QR code to view the pricing calculator and see how much it would cost to keep your global lifestyle protected. How long do you guys plan on continuing this type of slow travel lifestyle? Because traveling, even though everyone's like, oh, traveling's amazing, because it is, it's very stressful sometimes, and it's a lot of work. So do you plan on continuing to do this for years and decades? Do you have like a strategy for, let's try to find our future home in the next 5 years, and if we find it, we'll stay?
Not really.
No, I mean, we're planning 20, 30 years, and along that time frame, if we find somewhere, then we'll stay. But we don't have a specific within 5 years, within 10 years, just we're gonna leave until we just can't leave because we love the place so much.
Yeah.
However long it takes, it could be the next time,
Yeah.
or it could be in 20 years.
We'll know when we get there. I mean, we've been to some places and we're like, oh, I think we could live here.
So now that you guys are doing something that you've been planning for a while, that you've worked hard towards, do you have any tips for people that are interested in doing the kind of retire early like what you're doing, and doing it in a way like you, slow traveling?
You need to start saving.
You gotta make sure you stick to a budget, and if you don't, you're screwed. That is very important. You have to know that you have perpetual income, no matter what source it is. It's gonna have to be there, and you can't take a chance on that. That's the most important thing, because that will stop everything. You have to be financially secure, and it's secure in your mind.
I stress about that because I know we're young, and I worry that maybe we're too young and something might happen. But he assures me that we're going to be fine. And so I have to trust it, that the process, that we're going to be fine. We've set everything up to be here and to do this, so it's going to be okay.
Yeah, proper budget.
Yeah.
Make sure your money is in there, and know what your lifestyle is going to be. This is not vacation. This is retirement. You don't go out. You don't do the certain things you would do on vacation. It's very important to differentiate that, because that will kill your budget, and that will send you right back to the States without a house, without a car.
But my advice is for a young person that sees this and is starting out is look at what you want to do and put your mind to saving that money. I wish I would have done it sooner, and I probably could have started this sooner, but I didn't. I was true in the American lifestyle. I had a credit card for every store. I always had something on them and was always paying on them. And then when I found out that means nothing and is not worth anything, quit doing that.
I really appreciate you coming to say hi.
Thanks for having us. I feel like we're boring, but we're just here to see the world from our perspective and how we want to do it. Not everybody's is going to be the same.